A very good afternoon, my dear children. I hope you all are safe in your home and enjoying these holidays. Now, we are going to discuss about ninth portion. First class, we have discussed about the matter around us. Today, we are going to discuss about separation of mixtures. Do you remember that, children? In last class, we have discussed about the matter, classification of matter, difference between elements and compounds, mixtures and types of mixtures. Today, we are going to discuss about separation of mixtures. Today, we are going to discuss about separation of mixtures. Do you remember that, children? In 8th standard, already we have studied about separation of mixtures. What does mean by separation of mixtures? See, many mixtures contain useful substances mixed with unwanted materials. Many mixtures contain useful substances mixed with unwanted materials. In order to this unwanted materials can be separated by this separation of mixtures. If you are following what are the separation of mixtures, what are the types we are going to separate the mixtures. For example, sublimation, centrifugation. Second method is centrifugation. Third method is solvent extraction. Fourth method is simple distillation. Fifth method is fractional distillation. And sixth method is chromatography. So, separation of mixtures. That means unwanted materials we want to separate. That's why we are using to separate this following methods. What are the methods we are going to use to separate this mixtures? Sublimation, centrifugation, solvent extraction, simple distillation, fractional distillation and chromatography. Now, one by one we are going to discuss about the methods. First method is sublimation. First method is what? Sublimation. Sublimation. Already in 8th standard you have studied what is mean by sublimation. Yes, certain solid substances when heated change directly from solid to gaseous state without attaining liquid state. The vapors when cooled give back the solid substance. This process is known as sublimation. For example, iodine, camphor, ammonium chloride and etc. For example, now I will say one example for sublimation process. Do you know very well about the camphor? If you are taking camphor and keep it on the any places, okay, after few minutes what will happen is camphor will evaporate. Camphor will evaporate. But any liquid state it will attain? No. That is, camphor is solid state. The solid state directly converted into gaseous state. So, solid state is directly converted into gaseous state without attaining liquid state. That process is called sublimation. Okay, have you all clear, children? Next method. I will show one image for you. This is a sublimation process. For example, the powdered mixture of ammonium chloride. Powdered mixture of ammonium chloride we have to take in a china dish. Okay, ammonium chloride, salt and sand we have to take it in the china dish. The china dish we have covered with the perforated asbestos sheet. Perforated asbestos sheet. Okay. An invented funnel is placed over the asbestos sheet. Placed over the asbestos sheet. So, above the china dish, we have to cover with invented funnel. The invented funnel edge we have to close with cotton. The funnel is closed with cotton. If your heating means the ammonium chloride salt is evaporated. After evaporation, the ammonium chloride is solidified in the invented funnel. The side tube, I will show now. For example, here is there no. If your heating means here ammonium chloride and salt already we have taken. If your heating means this salt is vaporizing. This salt is vaporized and to form another solid form. So again we are vapor state. Okay, again we are cooling means it will come back to solid state. In a side tube it will solidify. This is a diagram for sublimation process. This is a diagram for sublimation process. So next method is centrifugation. Did you hear this word centrifugation? Yes. Centrifugation is a process by which fine insoluble solids. Listen carefully. Centrifugation is a process by which fine insoluble solids from a solid liquid mixture can be separated in a machine called a centrifuge. A centrifuge rotates at a very high speed. This is very important. A centrifuge rotates at a very high speed on being rotated by centrifugal force. And being rotated by centrifugal force. The heavier solid particles move down and lighter particles are top. Lighter liquid remains at the top. If you are separating any heavier particle and lighter particles means the heavier particles is settled down and lighter particles is move up. Okay. This is centrifugation. For some example, I will say. See, for an example, in milk dairies, if you are taking milk, we want to take the cream. Which method we are used to separate the cream from milk? Which method? Yes, centrifugation. Centrifugation. Centrifugation is used to separate cream from milk. Cream from milk. In all our house today, we are using washing machine. Do you know washing machine, no children? Yes. In this washing machine, which principle is used? This process only we are using in the which process? Centrifugation. This process only we are using in the washing machine. For example, washing machines, the principles is used to squeeze out water from wet cloths. Okay, squeeze out water from wet cloths. Next, centrifugation is used in pathological laboratories to separate. Pathological means to identify the disease. For a blood sample we are taking, no? So that sample, which method we have to separate? This centrifugation. So this centrifugation method is used in pathological laboratories to separate blood cells from blood sample. So if you are taking the blood sample and we have to separate the blood cells, okay, and easily we have to find out the disease. For this method only we are using to identify the disease. Have you all clear, children? Centrifugation means, centrifugation is a process by which fine insoluble solids from a solid liquid mixture, for example, can be separated in a machine called a centrifuge. Simple example I will say, children. For example, sand with water, solid liquid mixture, one in a centrifugation. So if your solid liquid mixture we have to take in a test tube. Solid liquid mixture we have to take it in a test tube. Solid example is sand we have to take. Liquid is water we have to take. This both solid and liquid mixture we have to take it in one test tube. If you are rotating at high speed, what will happen? The solid particles are settled down and the liquid, the water is at the top. This is called centrifugation. Okay. The next method is solvent extraction. To immiscible. Have you all clear, children? Listen. To immiscible liquid can be separated by solvent extraction. This method works on the principle of difference in solubility. Listen. This method works on the principle of difference in solubility of two immiscible liquids in a suitable solvent. Do you know very well about what is mean by solute and what is mean by solvent? Solute means lesser amount present in a solution is called solute. Larger amount present in a solution is called solvent. Okay. So solvent extraction method is used in pharmaceutical and petroleum industries. So this method is used in which method? Solvent extraction method is used in pharmaceutical and petroleum industries. One simple example I will say, children. Solvent extraction. What is the apparatus we are used to separate this method? So which apparatus means? Separating funnel. I will show one image. Listen. This is a solvent extraction. This is only separating funnel. This funnel we have to take the kerosene and water. Compared to two immiscible only, no. Oil with water or kerosene with water, anything you have to take. Okay, oil with water or anything you have to take. So this separating funnel we have to take the, now we are taking the, this is water, this is kerosene. This is water, this is kerosene. Compared to water, kerosene is less density. That's why it is on the top. Compared to kerosene, water is heavy density. That's why it is on the bottom. Okay, this instrument is called a separating funnel. This is separating funnel. Okay, have you all clear, children? So solvent extraction means which apparatus we are used to separate the mixture? Separating funnel. This funnel is called a separating funnel. Okay. So next method is simple distillation. Next method is simple distillation. Already in 8th standard you have studied about the distillation method. What are the types of distillation method? Do you remember that, children? Yes. Very good. Simple distillation, fractional distillation. Simple distillation and fractional distillation. For example, what is mean by distillation? Distillation is a process of obtaining pure liquid from a solution. One pure liquid we have to separate from a solution. Solution means solute plus solvent is present in that particle. That is only solution. Solution. How we have to get the solution, ma? Solute plus solvent gives solution. So distillation means it's a process of obtaining pure liquid from a solution. So in this process, what are the methods is involved in simple distillation? Means distillation. What are the methods it involved? Evaporation plus condensation. Evaporation plus condensation. Condensation means the liquid will cool. That is called condensation. So two process is involved in distillation. This method is also used to separate two liquids. What are the boiling points we are used to separate this distillation method? Means the boiling points differ more than 25 Kelvin. More than 25 Kelvin. Simple distillation method. So what are the boiling points differ? We have to use to separate by simple distillation more than 25 Kelvin. So okay. Next, I will show one image. You have to see. This is a image of simple distillation. This is a